Let's see if this is all working. If you're in, please leave a comment and let me know that you're in. Hello. So this is the third live event of the PGM Piano channel. I've learned a little bit from the other ones, and I know that I want to apply a little bit more structure in the live sessions. So this time I'm actually going to be doing three things in this live session. So first of all, I've got a little quick announcement to make. I'll do that in a bit. Then I want to talk to you about arpeggios, as it says in the title, and then after that we'll have a little bit of time, because usually in these live sessions I tend to get caught up in the comments, and then we start to talk about all kind of stuff, which is fun. But I want to talk about the piano first, okay? So that's the three things I'm going to do. You can comment in the meantime. What I want to do for the piano bit is I'm going to explain something, and then if you can actually leave a comment, I'll explain a little bit, then I'll look through the comments, and then explain a little bit, and you can look, and I can look through the comments, and like that we can make sure that everything is clear to you. Cool? So hi to everyone. I see your comments coming in already. I really like that. How to play happy songs in a sad version. Well, you can look really sad whilst you play it. That helps. But yeah, I want to talk about arpeggios first. But first of all, let me announce something. So I've been toying with the idea, I've been playing with the idea to create a new YouTube channel for more personal stuff like this, me actually interacting with you guys. And it's completely not about the piano at all. Okay, it's completely not about the piano. And it's going to be about a couple of things that I'm passionate about, which is travel, success, like how to become successful in your life, whatever that means to you. And also relationships, not just like loving relationships, but also between people, friends, families, and that kind of stuff. And finally, financial freedom. So if you're interested in that, of course, I forgot to leave the link in the description box down below, but I'll do that quickly. There's a new channel, okay? So youtube.com/markdeheide, which is my name. And you can, of course, also follow me on Instagram, where there will be more stuff of that. Yes, I used to have a travel channel. This one is going to be a little bit different. But that was it for the update. So let's switch the camera around. I've got the piano here again. And today we're going to talk about arpeggios, right? So an arpeggio is actually really easy. It's not that difficult if you know what a chord is. So if I see all these comments coming in, and I'm trying not to respond to them because I have to explain this in a minute. So excuse me. I'm still getting used to this. So a chord, basically, let's have a look at the C major chord, okay? The most basic chord. I'll play it right here because it's more in camera view. Okay, we have C, E, and G in the C major chord, okay? And as you guys know, there's tons and tons and tons of chords. I'm going to be starting to record my chord series, which will be on Skillshare for free. So everybody can enroll in that. I'm going to be recording that soon. But basically, there's plenty of chords, and it doesn't matter which chord. I'm going to explain this to you with a C major chord, and then we'll pick a couple of other chords later, okay? And then I'll show you how to do that. But for now, stick with me. I know it's really boring with the C major, but it's clear to explain it like that. So let's flip it around. I'll move a little bit right here. So C major chord right here, C, E, and G. Now, when you play an arpeggio, that basically means that you're not playing the notes at the same time as we're doing it right now, okay? So in my easy lessons, maybe you're playing a C chord, and then a G chord, an A minor, and an F, okay? That's possible. And then we play these notes at the same time, yes? When you play an arpeggio, you're not playing the notes at the same time. So you're breaking up the chord, if you will. So for C major, for instance, if you play C, E, G, and then C, you're breaking up that chord and you're playing an arpeggio, okay? You could also go from the bottom to the top. That's also an arpeggio, right? So an arpeggio is nothing more or less, the name is nothing more or less than breaking up the chord. So we're taking the chord, we have three notes usually in the easy chords, and we're just breaking that up. We're not playing it at the same time. Okay, so if you have any questions about that, ask it now. I'm going to read back through the comments a little bit. We have a lot of stuff. Yes, I am Dutch. Okay, nothing about the arpeggios yet. Honesty Liberty wants to learn how to play the piano. Well, That's all very cool. You can do that via the Ultimate Piano course. It's free on Skillshare. Okay, binuclear Bahari, so you gotta go. Okay, so I think this is pretty clear, right? We're just breaking up the chords. Can I just tell you about diminished chords? Yes, I will do that in a little bit. Okay, let's stick here for now. So breaking up the chord, we have the regular chord C, E, G, and we're breaking that up. Okay, now we can do that in a couple of ways. We can play it like that, right? Let me adjust the camera a little bit right here. So you start here and you go all the way up there. By the way, I cannot reach my pedal that well from here, so I'm playing without the pedal. Okay, that would be an arpeggio, but you can also stick at the same place. Okay, that is also an arpeggio going down. Now, I don't know technically if it's an arpeggio when you skip notes. Okay, so maybe you would want to play C, G, C, where you're technically skipping this E, and then E, G, C, right? You could be doing that. I'm not sure if it's technically called an arpeggio because you're skipping a note, but I think like for the application it shouldn't matter. Okay, so we do that sometimes. For instance, right here when you do the Nivoli Bianche and all that kind of thing. I thought grace notes were mostly unaccented. Yes, it depends. Okay, so full arpeggio right here, and if you leave a few out, then to me that's still sort of an arpeggio, but it's not a clear, not a pure arpeggio. Okay, so you can do that going up the piano, you can do that going down, and of course when you do it with your left hand, going up might be easier than going down, and with your right hand it's the other way around. Okay, so how do you play an arpeggio and when can you use it? Well, usually if you want to play a song and you want to like just play the song as it is, then the arpeggio will either be there or will not be there. Okay, you can use it yourself if you want to improvise on songs, mainly at the end of a song. It's really nice to do that, right, to finish up a song like that. And you can also do double arpeggios. But let me show you a little bit about how to play an arpeggio. So C, E, G, C. What I like to do is I like to play with my pinky, then middle, pointer, and thumb. Okay, now I'm ending right here. Okay, if you want to continue on, you want to actually scoop over, right? So you can keep on playing like that. So then it would be pinky, middle finger, pointer, thumb, and then scooching over, middle, pointer, thumb. Ooh, I'm still having issues to find a position where I can actually see my piano, not having to look through my phone, because that really annoys me. Sorry about that. Okay, right there. So if you want to practice your arpeggios, it's important that you practice them in different scales, of course, because on the wide notes, it's going to feel real different than, for instance, when you do that with these notes, right? Right there. Okay, so when you practice your scales, when you practice your arpeggios, it's important that you do it in different chords because you want to mix up your notes, right? Now, let me read through the comments a little bit. How many pedals do I have and which one do I use? Easy with the left hand, bit harder on the right. Yes, that's true. Skip note arpeggio. Yeah, we could call it like that. What's the difference between having an upward arpeggio and having some grace notes? Well, yes, I'm really Dutch. How long will the Ultimate Piano course be free? So is that only for 3-note? Obviously, to be honest, I'm not that theoretically skilled in the piano because I'm self-taught, of course. But in my mind, it would make sense to have it for other chords as well, okay? The only thing is that if you have a 4-note chord, for instance, F, A, C, E, right? Then you would end up at the F right here. So, I mean, you could do that. Technically, it would be an arpeggio in my mind, but please don't quote me on that. Let's see, how do you use a diminished arpeggio and how is it used? Well, if you have a diminished chord, like for instance right here, okay, A, C, and E flat. We have a diminished chord, and then we would continue on to F sharp, A, C, E flat, etc., right? Then basically the arpeggio would follow on right there. It's a really a bit annoying to play, to be honest, because you have to kind of, right? But I don't know. I don't think arpeggios are that nice in diminished chords, to be honest. How it would be good if you slowly show us fingering in the right hand, please. Is the arm or a bit of both? Wait, is it the wrist or the arm or a bit of both across 2 octaves? So if you do it with the right hand, right here, let's see if I can show my arm whilst I do that. It's hard to show that. Let's see. So if you can look at my arm right now, you can of course see it move a little bit. And right now it's reaching across my chest right here. Yes, I'm wearing a Christmas sweater again. See, so it's quite far across the chest, whereas I started here. And I could also start right here. So yes. So then the whole arm would be moving, and of course your wrist is counter moving, so that your hand is actually, let's see, from this side, so that your hand is staying in position, right? Where are we here? So my wrist is continuously moving through here, and then look, it's moving this way in order to reach this note, and then continuing on again. Okay, so it's both the wrist and the arm in this case, whereas normally you would mainly be playing with your hands. But obviously when you go far across, you want to use both. But if diminished chord exists, then what is its skill? Okay, Elvis. Oh, ships, I did something wrong. The skill for a diminished chord, like for instance with this one, basically a diminished chord, you're skipping 2 half notes, remember? So A, C, E flat, and then right here, G flat, right? Skip 2 half notes again, and you end up on A. So diminished chord is 4 notes. 4 notes. What's a good exercise to memorize chords and to use them in a more advanced way? Master A. Perry, I've got exactly what you need. I'm going to be doing a new course on chords. It's going to be free. The first lesson will be on YouTube. The rest will be on Skillshare, but it will be 100% free. So you will always be able to access that. And I'm going in very deep in the chords right there and how to remember them. Can you tell me how to find the right note of a song? Yes, Ultimate Piano course. Does the fingering change from skill to skill? Yes, it does a little bit, because of course when you have your black notes in there, it can change. So let's see right here, right? I'm using pinky, middle finger, pointer and thumb, right? And of course I was using the same right here, but you can imagine if you for instance do this, that it could change, okay? Let me see if I can find one actually where I play differently. Maybe I just like these fingers actually, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure there's a couple where you would change it. Let's see. I don't know. I think most of them I use the same fingers. Should you use a sustain pedal for his pirate? Yes, I saw your question in the comments. I didn't have time to answer it yet, but yes, you can use it a little bit. Okay, I'm still reading through the comments. Thank you guys, by the way, for commenting here. I'm just looking through, see if I can see anything that has to do with arpeggios before answering the general questions. Okay, so a drill for practicing arpeggios. Elvis, thank you for asking that. You have very good questions today. I would say play 2 octaves, right? Or basically 3 octaves if you want. Let's see. So we go from this C, for instance, all the way to this C. Right? And if you want, you can go one further. And what I want you to do is to go up and back down. Okay, so up and back down with both hands. Hey, Epic Pilot Rage, you missed the beginning and you want me to explain quickly what an arpeggio is. Yes, I will do that. But you guys are going to have to excuse me for 20 seconds because I charged my phone fully, but now I just got a message that it's nearly empty. So I'm going to get a charger and then I'll be back in 20 seconds. So you guys behave out there, place some comments and I'll answer them when I'm back. Give me 20 seconds. Yay, I'm back. So professionally prepared, right? Sorry about that. Okay, let me see the question. Oh yeah, quickly explain the arpeggios because you missed the beginning. Okay, idea is basically you have a chord, let's say C major, right? Oop, piano got shut off. Let's say C major. And instead of playing the chord as a block, you're going to play the notes one at a time. Okay? So one at a time. And then we're speaking of arpeggios. Doesn't matter if you go down or up. We were talking about how to practice your arpeggios. Okay? So you want to practice going up and back down. And what you want to do is you want to pivot on your thumb right here. Okay? Go over. And then if this is the end, that's fine. And then you pivot underneath and go back. Like that, okay? And you can practice that in every chord. And yeah, you could start with the major chords to begin with, but you can, of course, also do any minor chords, okay? So that's a good way to start practicing that. Pro answer, beginning with piano. When I make piano melody, it simply doesn't sound good, like it's not in a key. What do I do? 16 sounds, very easy. In the Ultimate Piano course, chapter 8, if I'm not mistaken, you can find chapter 8 is all about composing songs, how to find the right key. So remember, guys, you have 2 months of free access, because somebody asked that before as well. You have 2 months of free access to the Ultimate Piano course whenever you sign up for Skillshare Premium. So I uploaded the course to Skillshare. They're basically hosting that course for me, right? And Skillshare is a place where you have 17,000 courses and you pay a membership fee like on Netflix. So you pay, I think it's $8.99 if you sign up for the year, and it's $15 if you pay month by month, okay? The thing is, you can cancel at any time. So you can get 2 months free. I think the link is in the description box down below. Otherwise, I'll put it there right after the live. But you can basically get access for free for 2 months by signing up for the premium using my link. You get 2 months free and your credit card won't be charged until the 3rd month is actually starting, okay? So if you want to have a look at the Ultimate Piano course, that is the best way to do it if you want to get free access. Let me scroll through the comments again. Lessons for Taylor Swift. Thank you, Shibainu. Where can you, 2 months free? What about watching every episode plus recording it to have it in computer just to make sure I don't miss something? Well, I mean, basically, it's always possible to rip videos, I guess, but Skillshare is not condoning that at all. Like, and if they will notice it, they will block your account. Also, if you rip videos in general, like from YouTube or from my website or from Skillshare, it really doesn't benefit me at all, because for instance on Skillshare, they record how many minutes you watch. So if you rip that video, then basically I'm not getting any watch time, which means that in the long run, it won't make any sense for me to upload videos there or to YouTube in general, and then I'm gonna have to stop. And it's not just me, it's a lot of people that have been complaining about this. It's the same as when you use an ad blocker, we don't get paid for anything. And it's not that I want to get paid for everything I do, but I put in a lot of work and it's my job, so I need to pay the rent and stuff. So if you rip the videos, then yes, then it's basically not good for us creators. And if you want to make sure 16 sounds to not miss something, the best way to, I mean, it's 2 months and the course is 8 hours. So the best way to do that is to just watch 2 hours a week and you'll be done in 4 weeks, right? The model of the piano Superman that I'm using is a P255, a Yamaha P255. And Brudike, yes, the course will stay on the original page for now. I'm thinking about switching it to Skillshare, and I will give everybody that's on the website, ultimatepianocourse.com, right now, I'm going to give them a code to get access on Skillshare for free, right? So they will actually host the videos. I have to think about that, what I will do. But basically, you will always have access to the lessons, of course, if you bought them. Yes, we all have to earn money. Yeah, I know you get it, MB 2000 UK, but some people don't seem to get it. People keep asking me all the time, like, hey, why do you not upload everything on YouTube? Or so I always want to explain that. Do I know good chord progressions for jazz music, not only a 251? Marijn, at this moment, not really. I want to look a bit more into jazz, actually, when I have some time. So I want to do that. Do you have to learn the notes for skills theory? DJ with Meister. Yes, it would be helpful. Okay, it would be helpful. It's a chapter 2 in the Ultimate Piano course, if I remember correctly. Can I play a Christmas song, Max Anthony? Yeah, I have a couple of Christmas lessons up on the channel, so you can check those. When playing, let's say, a G minor, are then G minor notes only ones I can use? That's confusing me a lot. Let me answer that question for you. Because I have a question for you as well. Are you talking about arpeggios or are you talking about the scale? Because that makes a difference. Let's see if you can answer that question for me. Jaiwin Jory, the basic steps to read sheet music are in the Ultimate Piano course, chapter 9. See, guys, that's why I made this Ultimate Piano course, because almost everything you ask is in there, and the stuff that isn't in there yet, I'm going to upload that soon as well. Okay, the scale, of course. Yes, so G minor scale, we start on a G, right? Ooh, I should know this off by heart, right? The G minor scale. I'm gonna fill you guys so much here because C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C is the C scale. Yes, indeed. Oh no, I don't know all of these scales off by heart, guys. It's not important to know all of them off by heart. So the ideas, basically, I'm seeing so many comments get in, and that's the moment where I start to just ramble. The idea is basically, if you play in a scale, for instance, the C minor scale, then all of these notes in that scale are going to sound really nice, okay? So you have 7 notes in the scale, and they will sound nice. If you play a note that's out of the scale, that doesn't really sound nice usually, except if you want to do that on purpose. So then you would want to stick in that scale, and this gives you some structure. I explained that in the Ultimate Piano course as well. Hey Nikuzuta, how are you doing? So basically, to answer your question, yes, you want to stay in the scale. However, sometimes you can jump out of it, especially when you're changing key, for instance. Let's see if I can get some more questions in. How to play a warm chord? Okay, so that's basically between major and minor, right? A lot of people feel that this is sad and this is a bit more warm. So you want to play your major chords instead of your minor chords. Will I ever make Old Lang Syne? I have no idea, to be honest. Treble and bass are important to learn too, yes. Hey Amit, okay, so you're asking me for a tutorial about how to read sheet music. It's in the Ultimate Piano course already. It's chapter 9. Hey, because, oh man, I'm having issues with this name. Pikajdla. Yes, in the Ultimate Piano course, I explain all of that. It's too much information for right now. So check out the link. I posted in almost any video in the comments. It's probably in the comments right here as well. Check out the link and you'll get 2 months for free on Skillshare, okay? Hey Leonardo, so you're asking about the C major scale arpeggios, okay? So that's what I showed you before. I don't know if you've been watching for a long time. So you want to play pinky, middle finger, and then pointer finger and thumb, okay? That's what I like to play. But some people like to play a ring finger, okay? That's also fine. So whatever you like, and then walk up, okay? So, whoops. I really have to do something about my camera position, guys, because right there, I cannot see my own hand, which is very annoying. Okay, so the correct fingering positioning. Ah, thanks, Shavbol. I'm sure you have nice eyes as well. How to create a worship environment. I don't know. I know so little about Arpeggio that I don't even know how to ask questions about them. Joey D. Woody. Basically, in arpeggio, you take any chord, you take 3 notes, and instead of playing them at the same time, you're going to play them one at a time, either going up or down. That's all there is. For example, when you play C minor chords, which note can you play? Yes, so in a C minor chord, we have C major right here, and C minor right there. So you can play C, E flat, and G. How to play any song by ear? Where do I start? You know what I'm going to say, right? Chapter 7 of the Ultimate Piano course. It's all about playing by ear. So guys, again, I'm not trying to like push this course through your throat just because I want to sell it or whatever. First of all, I'm not selling it. It's on Skillshare, so you can watch it or not watch it. But apart from that, the reason I made this course is to get all of this information in one place. So whether you want to play by ear, whether you want to read sheet music, whether you want to learn to combine your hands, whether you want to learn more about chords or scales or whatever. Like here again, you ask me, yeah, I mean, which notes are the C minor? But for example, can you play chords and notes at the same time, making some melody? Yes, also in the Ultimate Piano course. That's what's so great about it. That's why I wanted to make it, because almost all of your questions will be solved in the Ultimate Piano course. Once you learn the notes on the guitar, piano, or flute, or trumpet, you can write your own music. Okay, so guys, I know this is, as always in the life, which is what I like, it's a little bit rumbly. Yes, you need to start the course right now. It would be very, very good for you. I know it's a little bit fuzzy here because I'm trying to read the comments and play things at the same time and stuff, but that's what I like about the live courses, that it's not structured, okay? My other lessons are very precise. These ones are a little bit impromptu. Yes, there's also things that are not in the Ultimate Piano course, okay? For instance, how to bake cookies. That's not in there. Thank you, Jatan. Thank you. So, ask me a question right now if you still want a question answered, because I'm seeing all of these comments coming in, which is really nice, but ask me a question. No requests for songs because I cannot save the list, so I won't be able to remember all of them. Can I make a live lesson? Wait, where I teach step by step how to figure out a new song, which chord will you have to use, etc., etc. We need to know the song beforehand. Yes, so I could do that, but to be honest, it's in the Ultimate Piano course, so I don't really see the point. Yes, thank you, Pika. The idea basically is that if you watch, like if I'm honest, if you watch 1 minute on YouTube or 1 minute on Skillshare I will earn 80 times, 80 times more than on YouTube. And on YouTube it's really not that much. So yeah, it helps me a lot if you watch on Skillshare, basically. That's why I'm starting to do Skillshare more and more. Not because I'm trying to get rich, but I'm trying to support myself, and the systems, it's constantly changing. So now and then you earn a little bit more on YouTube, and then you earn a little bit less. And with 200,000 subscribers, I'm just earning enough for my rent, which is just really stupid, which is why I have to do stuff on the side as well, like for instance, Skillshare. Okay, so any more questions about the piano right now? Otherwise, I'm gonna close this live, and then I'll do another one next week, of course. I always love hanging out here with you guys. It's really nice. Yes, it is a weekly. It is a weekly live. I don't know what the next topic is yet. I want to wait for you guys to comment in the comment section down below once the video is actually live, and then think about what I can teach. A gloating gremlin. Oh my God! Like, you're really putting me on. Is it Martijn? Is it Martijn? Or Maarten? It's Martijn or Maarten? What is my real job next to this? Nothing. I don't have another job. That's exactly that's exactly my point. Okay. So that is why I mean, I'm releasing about 10 lessons a week usually. I'm going to scale that back to 7 probably, but yeah, so I don't have time for another job. This is my job and has been for the past couple of years. Can I teach you something about the chord progressions? Yes, Elvis. I hope I'm not mistaken, but I think I have a video of that here on YouTube. The reason why I'm touching my screen all the time, by the way, is because otherwise the comments disappear. But I think I have a video on YouTube about chord progressions, and otherwise, all of the stuff about that is also in the Ultimate Piano course, okay? So again, guys, the way it works is you go to Skillshare, you sign up for a premium account, you enter your credit card details, okay? That's a little scary because you have to enter your credit card details, right? Then you will not be charged for 2 months because it's free. That's my offering to you. You get it for free for 2 months. You can watch that course. And then if you like Skillshare, because it's not just my courses, there's over 17,000 courses on there. You can keep the account, right? Like a Netflix account. You can watch for free if you pay the monthly fee. Or if you decide you don't want to do that, then you can cancel, okay? But that's fine. So that's how to do it. Try a Krantenwijk. Bryce Leo is asking if arpeggios and scales are different. Yes, and let me tell you why. Swap the thing. Yes. Okay, so the arpeggio was, we have a chord, C major right here, and then we break up that chord like this. Okay, so here and like this, or even further. A C major scale is all these notes, right? So it's way different. So the C major chord breaking up is an arpeggio. The C major scale is 7 or 8 notes, okay? No, there's not a cuckoo clock in the background. It's somebody who's trying to deliver a package, but yeah, I cannot open right now because I'm in the live. And now, let's see. Yes, so that's also something that would be fun, right? So that you can actually request songs and I'm trying to play it live. I think that would be quite fun. Hey Toba, it's fine that you're not in here and it's nearly finished because this video will be live on YouTube in a little while. Let's see. Is there a way to find what notes will be there in a scale, major and minor, like a formula or something? At Hiti, yes, there is. Check the Ultimate Piano course. It's on Skillshare. You can get 2 months for free via the link in the description box down below. It's not that I don't want to tell you guys. It's just that I made this course and it's 8 hours. And for instance, the question of Adhiti here, I'm explaining that in depth, step by step, and it takes me an hour. Okay, so I want to point you there because that's where I actually explain it properly. I don't have a jazz tutorial yet. Hey Tom, good to see you right here. I'm sorry you're late, but that's fine. The live will be live on YouTube later. Yes, it's the door. A power chord, yes. Elvis Lee, a power chord. So we have our C major chord right here. If we play a power chord, what we're going to do is we're going to play that octave. We're not going to play the E, we're going to play the fifth, okay, so the note in between. So basically it's a 5 chord. So we play C, G, and C. That's what we call a power chord, okay? For G, for instance, G major, we will play G, D, G, okay? That is a power chord. For A minor, A, E, A. Now here's an issue, okay? Because A, E, A is also the power chord for A major, Okay, and that is because we cannot play a power chord for all of the chords, because power chords are chords by themselves. Okay, a power chord is simply a 5 chord. Okay. Thanks, Tom. In case you don't know, all of the Dutch people eat around this time, so he's wishing everybody a happy meal. Okay, Elvis, I hope that was clear to you. I know it's very quick, but again, it's in the Ultimate Piano course as well. Have you got a set of chord progressions where 4 or 5 songs could be played in one? Aglash, watch my previous live, because that was actually the topic of the previous live. So make sure to watch that, and you will notice exactly that. Hit the road jack on an improvisation. The difference between major and minor is that the note in the middle, okay, the note in the middle, so C, E, G, is changing. So we have C, E, and G. C and G will stay the same, but this E will move to an E flat and will end up on a minor chord. I know it looks really ridiculous how I'm playing this, but I'm trying to show you guys the notes without my whole hand blocking the view like that, okay? So that middle note jumps half a note down and you get a minor chord. A broken chord. What's my real name? It's Mark de Heide. You found me on the Instagram account, right? So that is my real name. Let's see. Ultimate Piano Course is awesome. Do it. Circle of Fifths, amazing. Yes, thank you MB2000 for shouting that out here. And he's right. I mean, it is a really nice course, and everybody's been really positive about it. Can I do an impro on Hit the Road Jack? I'm not doing improvisations today because I want to like kind of shut it down because I have somebody coming here in 10 minutes. Is my girlfriend Indian? No. So here's the thing. I don't have a girlfriend, first of all. I have a wife, and she's in India, but she's not Indian. She's Dutch, but she's there on a yoga retreat, and she's also learning to become a yoga teacher. So that's why she's there. She's there for work, basically. How do I write the chords you remember which inversion you have to play for a given song? That is a really good question, Amber Dyke, and the honest answer is I don't. I just make stuff up all the time, and I'm playing it, right? Like, for instance, when I was playing Adele's Hello the last time. Ooh, I fucked that up. D flat chord is the later one. So, this one right here, right? What I'm basically doing is I'm playing these chords and then I'm listening in real time whether I like them, okay? So if I would be playing them in root position right here, oh, you can't even see my right hand anymore. Let's zoom out a bit. Right here, if I would be playing them in root position, then I know that I'm not liking that, okay? I can already hear this, that I'm not liking this. But I also know that because the chord is that far apart, that I'm not gonna like that. Okay, so right here, like that, okay? Somebody said language, I must have said shit or something like that. To be honest, I know kids of 5 who swear with shit or whatever, and I'm not really that fussed about it. There's other words that are way worse, and I'm not using them here, I hope. Let's see. The arpeggio exercises, I did that before already. Skyfall may be a challenge. Yes, I played that. I put a lesson for that up about 4 years ago. How to play arpeggios faster. Bless Showmake, it's really easy. You move your fingers faster and the arpeggio will go faster. I know that sounds really stupid, but you have to start really slow and then build it up. So M. Burdyke, anyway, I don't write the chords down in a certain inversion. I just write the chord name down. And by having a lot of experience and playing chords all the time, I know which kind of inversion I'm gonna like or not. I play it. If I don't like it, I simply adjust it the next time I go around. So when I have my chord progression, I'm playing my chords. And then if I don't like it, I will remember, okay, next time I'm around, I will actually adjust that chord. Let's see. Yes, Marta, you found me, but I'm not checking my direct messages. I will do that later. I will do that after this. Shelf Ball, I think I know how old you are. You're like 14 or 15, right? Toba, is the Ultimate Piano course for beginners? Your friends want to learn piano. No, it's an absolute beginner course, right? It won't be too hard because I'm starting at the basics. So no matter which level you have, you can jump in at any level and you can basically learn a lot right there. What is a chord progression? I mean, honestly, if you don't know what that is, like, no offense, but like, check the Ultimate Piano course. I'm talking a lot about chord progressions right there, and after watching that, you will never be able to forget what it is. But basically, it's a sequence of the chords. Jaiwin, oh man, I'm sorry you're nervous, but I'm sure it's gonna be okay. Okay, just take it easy. Like, have a little bit of water, take a breath, step outside for a bit, and then play that song, and you'll be able to nail it. Lord Aureus Parengo, what are fills? Fills is basically when you fill something up, okay? So you have a lot of different fills, and it can be between chords, between notes, etc., etc. And then you can fill it up with extra little notes, okay? So where you could normally play a melody line, right? Like, then you can, you know? So you have the notes in, but there's fills in the middle. Andre, arpeggio exercise, I showed a couple before. I know that's really annoying, but that's about the live thing. People who've been watching all the time, I don't want to show the same thing a couple of times again. So this video will be live on YouTube really soon, and then you can watch that back and you can see the arpeggio exercises. Thanks for liking my Christmas sweater. Marta, how I learn my songs, basically it's really stupid at this time. I'm usually underneath the shower, listening to the radio. I hear a song, go like, oh, that's a cool song. Then I sit behind my piano, I check out the chords, or sometimes I even hear the chords, and I play it. And usually it takes a couple of minutes, and then I'm done. I explain how to do that in the Ultimate Piano course as well. How to play arpeggios with the right hand, I just taught you the left. Elvis, you're very sharp, that's true. Okay, so right hand. Where are we? So, pinky, middle finger, pointer, thumb is what I like, okay? Like that. And the whole idea is that we have to bring that hand over, okay? That's why we should probably start here. And then sway that hand over to the G, and then you can continue. And on your way back, you're gonna move your thumb underneath. I hope you can see that. Move your thumb underneath. Okay, like that. Did I learn to play, by ear, or could I do that myself? So, I don't know if I could do it myself. I know my grandfather is really good with the harmonica, for instance, and you can just like sing any song and he will play it immediately. I'm not that good at it yet at the piano, for instance, but yeah, I listen, and when a song is something, doesn't matter what it is, and I play, I notice like, that's not correct, and then I can adjust, okay? But I'm not able to play at the same time. I'm not able to play like one-on-one yet, but I'm getting really close to that. So right now, couple of tries, 3-4 tries, and then I'm getting really close. As soon as you figure out this skill, it's actually really easy. Do I play by ear? Yes, so I play by ear now and then. Can I remove my hat? Yes, I can remove my hat, but you know, when I've been wearing my hat all day, like my hair looks really ridiculous, like it's really bad, and yeah, but anyway. Which province? I live in Breda, so in North Brabant. What is the hardest song that I can play? I don't know, it's probably Clair de Lune, I would say. Let's see. Yes, okay, so that was Elvis. Is it Elvis, or is that, do I not pronounce that right? I'm always wondering, because it kind of sounds like Elvis Presley, you know. Bless Shomik, my piano model is a Yamaha P255. Joey, how many languages are you fluent? If we consider English fluent, I don't know if I am, but if we would consider that, then yeah, then English and Dutch, so 2 languages. How can I move my right thumb so fast? I have no idea, man. Like, I give a lot of thumbs ups on YouTube. Maybe that helps with it. Do I love Ludovico Einaudi? Yes, I really love it. Mark on skills, oh, on skills 2 octave, what your tip to get the 3 4 3 fingering right on most skills? 2 hands, it's quite hard. Um, you mean like when you run the whole, you mean when you run the whole scale? Um, just confirm that for me if you mean to run the whole scale. Do you first figure out the single note or do you directly go to the chords when figuring out the song? Um, I've basically explained this in the Ultimate Piano course as well in chapter 6, and it really kind of depends. And what basically happens is that um, when I'm playing a song, everything kind of comes together. Okay, everything comes together. So sometimes I figure out the notes, sometimes I figure out the scale, and the single notes. Sometimes I figure out the chords, but usually it just blends. It really blends. Um, People are kind of exchanging information here in the comments. That's so fun. Thanks, Joey. Thanks. Um, Chavelli, is that how you pronounce your name? Take your name. Akip Mohod. Ah, so nice, Evita, that you're from North Brabant. Do you first figure out? Yeah. Elvis, we were talking about, no, MB2000 UK, we were talking about that whole scale, right? So, let's see. So if you play a full scale, when you have to make a difference between when you play it once and when you play it multiple times, okay? So for once, like this, okay? Like that. When you play two, so you want to, let me adjust the camera a bit here. I love how super unprofessional this whole setup is, but it's kind of cozy, isn't it, guys? For two, you don't want to end up on the pinky because then you're stuck. So, middle, thumb, pointer, middle, sway the thumb underneath, thumb, pointer, middle, ring, sway the thumb underneath, and I'm back on the thumb and I can do the same. Okay? And then here, like that. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. And that's where I screwed up. See, I have to work more on my skills, guys. Like that. Let's see. I'm gonna do 2 more questions, and then I'm gonna have to sign off because I literally have like 2 minutes before my friend is here because we're doing a lesson tomorrow in acro yoga, and I have to prepare that. Let's see. Is it possible to live with these tutorials? To live with these tutorials? Juan, yes, it is possible, but I have 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, and still it's not easy. Like, it's really not easy, which makes it ridiculous. Like, I mean, how many subscribers do you think you would need, right? You would think if you have 10,000 people watching you, it would be easy to make a living, but it's actually still quite hard, which is why I'm continuously trying out new stuff to see what makes it better. Lol, the boom mic you have on the Ultimate Piano course. Yeah, that is quite fun, right? I always use that usually. Now I'm using this because it goes right into my iPhone. Izzy, you still cannot understand or read sheet music. It's not really important in my opinion, first of all, but I do explain it in the Ultimate Piano course, chapter 9. So you may want to check that out. Again, I don't know if I forgot to put the link in the description box down below. It's really hard to edit these live videos before I'm going live, so I usually do that after. But if the link is not in the description box down below right now, it will be very soon. You can get 2 months of free access. But basically, reading sheet music is not that hard once you understand the basics. But reading it fluently, as in you just put sheet music on your piano and read from that and play it, I cannot do it. Like it's impossible for me to do that. Because all these balls and sticks, it just makes me really crazy, which is why I don't like sheet music. It's 2 hands, it's really hard, Mark. You need a wide angle lens. Yes, but it's my iPhone, so I need to get this clip-on lens, right? How am I doing? Evita, I'm doing really, really well. It's so weird that you're also here in the same area, like in North Brabant, because, it's just funny that everybody meets up here. But I'm doing really well. Yes, Gloating Gremlin. On my Instagram, I'm mainly doing acro yoga because I think pictures of piano, I mean, that would be really boring, and I like to do acro yoga, so I think you guys may like that. It's also my personal Instagram. I don't have a piano Instagram at all. Um, Easy. No, I don't memorize the sheet music at all, and I'm not reading it whilst I'm playing. Usually, I don't even use sheet music anymore, to be honest. I find it very annoying, very hard. I just remember songs whilst I play them. Um, I started to play the piano Clash with Bash when I was 18. I was 18. Srivatsa says your course doesn't have chromatic skills. Please tell me that is important. Well, the reason I don't have the whole chromatic and all the other skills on there, like I keep it to the most basic skills, is because I don't really find it useful at all playing pop music, and most of the people watching my course want to learn how to play pop music. So that is why I'm not doing that. Also, I think if you overcomplicate stuff, you have to keep in mind, it is not a theory course, okay? It's a how to play piano course. And if you overcomplicate stuff and put all these skills in there, usually I even forget what the skills are like, so I have to look it up myself. And then I'm like, if I have to look it up and I never use it, then why? Why would I do that? Good at goodbyes for piano. 5-minute tutorial. Please show me how to play it all. The good at goodbye tutorial, I think that was a full tutorial. Yes, so Marta is saying create a personal Instagram for the piano. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't really know what to, like, if you have any tips, please let me know. I don't really know what to put on an Instagram about piano because it's mainly pictures, and I only have one piano. I can make one picture of my piano and then I don't know what to do. Um, what is the difference between relative pitch and perfect pitch? I have no idea. Like, I don't come from a music theory background, so if you find out, please let me know. But I've really no idea. So what I did is I said that I would make a full video for good and goodbyes, but I haven't done that yet. Let me check that out. I will check if I haven't done that or not yet. Okay, guys, that's way more than 2 questions. About 15 minutes ago, I said 2 questions and I'm going to sign off. So I'm going to sign off right now. I want to thank you all so much for being live. We're going to do this again next week, same time, same place. Evita, don't move. I want you in the same place, really close to me. That's really nice. And yeah. Perfect piano. Yeah, I did a tutorial on perfect. So I'm signing off right now, guys. I want to thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to be here next time, and also make sure to subscribe to my new channel if you want to hear me talk about other stuff. You know, I'm going to talk about how to become successful on YouTube, how to be good in relationships, not just love life and all that kind of stuff, but also with other people, and how to create financial freedom. Very important, I think, in my opinion. And also I'm going to be showing you where I'm traveling, because I'm going to do some vlogs, because I will be traveling to Sri Lanka to visit my wife very soon. So thank you all so much for watching. For now, if you haven't liked it yet, you can do it right now. I'm going to sign off, and then immediately I will put the links in the description box down below. See you guys soon. Bye bye. Yes, I will be here next week.